Alright, shalom, and welcome to a show, GMS Boston. Giving all praises, of course, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the elders, who gave us these tools through the Spirit of the Most High to teach this word, and of course, honors to you other brothers that are out there teaching the word. Today's lesson is going to hit, briefly on the chip. Because of, as you know, Nathaniel made the comment. He's been commenting on the chip, and along with the other guy there, General Gehenna, they've been commenting on the chip. And I did some research and I got some information on the chip, and I'm gonna bring it out today. But I want to play this clip for you because Nathaniel 7 is his name. He made a comment about the chip being solely for a tracking device and identification. So I went and did some research on it, which is what we're supposed to do. Study to show yourself approved, as the scriptures say. I went and did some research about it, and I found out, well, we already know that the chip is going to be used for more than just identification. But now we're going to prove it without a shadow of a doubt that this chip is going to be your whole lifeline. You're going to need this chip to live in this society. You're gonna need it for everything. You're gonna need it for your identification. You're gonna need it for your finances. You're gonna need it to buy things. You're gonna need it to get paid. You're gonna need it for your health insurance. You're gonna need it to put your medical history on there. So that chip, RFID chip, is gonna be more than just identification. Because people think, when they think of the word identification, they think of a driver's license or you go down to the city hall and get yourself a little ID. They think of it like that. But your identification, as you're gonna find out, is more than just a card with your picture on it. Your fingerprints are a part of your ID. The saliva in your mouth is a part of your ID. Your biochemical makeup, your biology is a part of your identification and who you are. And you're going to find that out, that they're using that chip, and they have technologies to put all those things into one little chip, one chip that's the size of a grain of rice. Alright, so I'm going to play you this clip of Nathaniel and what he said, and then hit a couple. But first, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit some scriptures first. Matter of fact, how do I want to do it? Alright, I'll go here so that the brothers can see it on the screen. Go here. This is the first one is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Alright. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So we're supposed to know everything that our adversary has put in place. As he said in that video, he knows that the white man he's the adversary. So if he's creating something, don't you think you should go into it and research it and see exactly what it is, so you know what it is? You're supposed to know without a shadow of a doubt what things are. Because that's what truth is. Truth is, there's no denying it. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know that something's true. You see, so you're supposed to search it out, and you're not supposed to be ignorant of Satan's devices. Alright, so I got another scripture here. It says, this is Ephesians 5 and 15. Alright, it says here, give me a second, brothers. Ephesians 5 and 15. Why is it doing that? Bear with me for a minute. Alright, here we go. It says, Ephesians 5 and 15, it says, "See then that we walk circumspectly." Alright, matter of fact, I want to see what that word circumspectly means, so that we can get a good understanding of it here. So I'll go here. Circumspectly. It says, exactly, accurately, diligently. So when you being circumspect, you find out things exactly. You find them out accurately when you're doing things according to the way the Most High wants you to do them. You don't just say, okay, it's a RFID, so it just means identification. You gotta go into it and you gotta research it. But that's something that those guys, those others are calling. That's what they don't do. They don't research. They don't do research. They don't do homework, and they even make fun of us for being the researchers that we've become. You know, to be in this truth, you got to be a researcher. The thing that what is the thing that made the Bereans more noble than the other churches? The one thing that made them more noble is the fact that they went and searched every day to make sure the things that they were being taught were true. So if you call yourself a leader of Israel, right, and you say that you love Israel, don't you go check to make sure that the things that are coming out and the things that are being implemented aren't potentially harmful? For instance, right, say you have a kid. I'm a father, and for those of you who are fathers, if your child has a friend and your kid wants to go have a sleepover at his friend's house, right? Don't you go talk to the parents? Don't you go see if the parents what type of history they have, and you go speak to them so that you can see their countenance and check their spirit out, see what type of people they are. So if you have something like the RFID chip with all this evidence pointing to it being the mark of the beast, don't you go check it out? Don't you go research it to make sure you're not leading your people astray? So that's why you got to make sure exactly. That's why you got to make sure accurately, and you got to check diligently. All right. So back to that scripture. It says, "See then that we walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time." So you're supposed to know what time you're in. We're at the end of this thing. We're at the end of this thing. So if the mark of the beast is one of the last few prophecies in this time that need to come to pass for us to get out of here, don't you make sure you know exactly what it is that the mark of the beast is, so that you don't take it, so that you don't become a part of it? You're supposed to know what time you're in, man. You're supposed to redeem the time. You're supposed to know what time you're in. It says this, because the days are evil. The days are evil. So you being a man of the Lord, so you call yourself, don't you make sure that you and your people that are following you are doing the right things without a shadow of a doubt? You're supposed to do that. All right. So I'm gonna play this video of Nathaniel, and you're gonna hear the statement that he made, and then I'm gonna go into a few things that I have here to show you that the microchip, the RFID microchip, is more than just identification. So it's gonna be quick. It's not gonna take long, but I just want to show you that the RFID chip is more than just ID. It's more than just a tracking device. It's more than just, you know, you stick it in your dog, and your dog, it can be found if he's lost. It's more than that. That RFID chip, without a shadow of a doubt, is talking about the mark of the beast, and I'm gonna show you. Lord's will, we're gonna get into it. It's not gonna be quick. It's not gonna be long. It's gonna be quick. But here it is. Here, I'm gonna play this clip. All right. It says this guy, man. You know, and then it reminds me of a kid when I see this guy, man. It reminds me of a kid. It's like I'm looking at a kid. You know, whenever you're a boxer or a fighter, or whenever you're going against if you play basketball, I played basketball as a kid. So whenever you're going against an opponent, you got to have a certain level of respect for that opponent. But after watching this clip, I lost a lot of respect for Nathaniel, man. I lost a lot of respect for him, and I see why the elders go so hard on you. It's hard to believe that you were ever even with the elders. The way you just your whole demeanor about you, you're like a child, man. It reminds me of a kid. But I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
Wow. RFID chip. RFID chip. What does it stand for? Radio frequency identification. But wait a minute. Did that mention? Read it again.
When he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark.
Stop.